Welcome to Baking Bad. Today, episode 1 of the Baking Bad barbecue season, and I'm going to show you how to make this amazing Wagyu burger. It's a layered burger, it's got black treacle bacon on it, and it's absolutely delicious. Okay, here are all the ingredients that you're going to need for the Baking Bad burger. We have 4 Wagyu burgers. Each one is a £1/4 burger, and we're going to be putting these on some brioche with some spicy Mexican cheese, some white Swiss cheese, and some black treacle smoked back bacon. And we're going to finish it off with a red pepper, some onion, and don't forget you'll need seasoning and you'll need a little bit of butter. So let's get stuck in and make this Baking Bad bad boy burger. Okay, here we are at the Baking Bad barbecue. As you can see, this is our setup, and we acquired this at a very good price. So it cost us £200. It's brand new and it's from a famous UK supermarket. So if you want to know, just drop us a message in the comments and we'll let you know exactly where we got it from. So let's get stuck in and let's do some Baking Bad barbecuing. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is to cook up the onions and the peppers. And in this pan here, on top of the char grills, we've got some olive oil, but it's garlic olive oil and it's very special olive oil. Rachel picked this up in Greece, so
that's right.
So it's very tasty. If you can acquire some when you're out and about, if you go abroad, do so. It will enhance your cooking no end. So here we go, let's get these in. Fantastic sizzle there. So these are being cooked right now in a non-stick pan. So bear in mind that most of your barbecue utensils are going to be steel. So when you come to move these around, you'll need to use a wooden spoon. So now it's time to get on and get these burgers onto the barbecue. I'm going to start them on the gas side because the heat is more manageable, and we cook them properly before we put them onto this side and sear them, because we really do want to keep a lot of our flavour and cook them to a nice kind of juiciness. So we don't want to rush this. So let's take our time, because if you rush the burgers on the barbecue, they won't be cooked properly, and not only that, you could give yourself food poisoning. So let's get these on there. Rachel, bring this camera in. Let's have a look. So check them out. They're fantastic. So let's lay them on the barbecue. And remember, each barbecue's got its hot spots. So be aware where your hot spots are. And once you've got most of the cooking done, turn down one side so we can manage the heat and make sure that we're not burning these bad boys, yeah? As we're cooking these, once you've initially got them started, then you want to keep turning them regular. You don't want them to lose too much fat, and you don't want them to burn. So keep them turning, and we get a nice even cook, and we don't want them burning. So what we're going to do is, once we've cooked them up on this, we're going to finish them off and sear them on the charcoal, and that's where we'll bring out the flavour. So now we've got a good start on, we're going to lightly season them with some salt, because we're going to lock in these juices. Not too much salt, because if you put too much salt in it, it will just kill the flavour. Just a little bit to enhance it. Now the onions and peppers have been cooking for a short while. They're looking like they're getting near ready. So we don't want to leave them on the heat too long. So we're just going to pop them up there, but they will stay warm. And then we're going to pop the lid down on this side, and they can sit there for a little bit. And they won't be cooking, they'll just stay nice and warm. Alright, now these burgers, they've been sitting there cooking. You can see some of the fat is starting to drip off. So at this point now, I'm going to turn these over, because we don't want to burn them. So with the fat dripping off them, you can see they're starting to cook. Now, we don't want to burn any cross hatches into the burger because you're going to get too much of a burnt taste. We don't want to burn anything that is Wagyu or steak or anything like that. Some people like to burn the cross hatches in. Personally, I'm with Google on this and think that, you know, you've got to take care of this piece of meat, look after it. You don't want to burn it. You don't want a burnt burger. Be careful with it. And that way, whoops, this one's been a bit tricky. There's always one. And that way you cook them nice and gently and steadily until the burger is perfect. Now I would estimate we're about halfway through cooking. I'm just going to shut this lid for a bit, keep some of this heat contained, and it will help the cooking process to make sure we've got this burger cooked all the way through. They've been cooking away in here for a short while. We're going to open this up, reach up in the camera, let's have a look. And look at that. These looking fantastic. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transfer them over to the charcoal. So let's get this opened up. And let's get these onto this. I'm going to raise up the charcoal. And then get some of this lovely charcoal flavour into these burgers. They smell fantastic.
They smell amazing.
Now we're going to glaze the burgers with some butter because we want to seal in these fats and we get a nice caramelisation on the surface of the meat. So get plenty of butter on there and we'll caramelise these nicely. So there's butter on. It's one side done. So we'll flip these over and get the other side done. And as you can see, they're nearly cooked. So at this stage now, we don't need to mess about too much. Get these buttered up. I'm going to get the bacon now. I'm going to get the bacon started. Plenty of butter on there. Smother them with the butter. Okay, so then we got that on. Just get this ramekin out of the way. Careful because everything's going to be super hot. And you don't want to burn yourself. So now, whilst they're cooking away, I want to cook this black treacle bacon. Now this is bacon that we bought locally. And as you can see, it's smoked and it's soaked in black treacle. So let's get these pieces of bacon on the barbecue. Now these don't take long to cook, probably 2 minutes at the most. And I can assure you now they taste absolutely fantastic. I'm going to put an extra piece on for my dog as well. Okay, so the bacon's cooking, the burger's nearly ready. Let's get some cheese on them. So, on one of the burgers, I'm going to put some white Swiss. Okay, the mice have been at it already. Holy cheese. We get that on there. And the other burger, we're going to put some spicy Mexican. There we go. And then let these cook. I'm going to close the lid down and just let these cook very gently. And then we'll see where we're at in about a minute. Now, as you can see, the bacon is well on its way to being cooked. Now, we don't want to cook it too much because it'll go dry. We want a nice juicy burger. You don't want dry bacon. on the juicy burger. I want it all equally juicy all the way through. And as you can see, that's looking and it's just smelling divine. Now, one of the most important parts about the burger is the bun. We're going to use some brioche and we're going to lightly toast it right on the charcoal. So we're going to pop that on there, but keep an eye on it because it can cook very quickly and we don't want to burn the brioche. We just want them softened up with the heat and lightly toasted. Alright, as you can see, we're about ready. So I'm going to hand this over to Rachel now, and she is going to put it all together into a fantastic, amazing Baking Bad burger.
So now I get the easy job, so I'm going to assemble these. So we're going to start off with the Mexican burger. So this is the burger with the spicy cheese on. I'm then going to add some of these, oh, they smell delicious, these peppers and onions.
It does smell fantastic. I can't wait.
On that.
I can't wait to take a bite.
Let's get them on the burger, not on the board. There we go. And then we're going to go in with the next burger. So this one's got the white Swiss cheese on. So that goes on there. Like so. And then we're going to go in with 2 pieces of bacon each. You can never have too much bacon. There we go. And then on goes the lid. Let's give it a squish down. Oh, I can hear all the juices and that sounds amazing.
It sounds amazing, it looks amazing, and smells amazing. Alright, slice that open. Slice that bad boy open, let me have a look at it.
Okay, so let's have a look what we got. Oh, there we go, look at that. Look at all the ooze in that. That looks beautiful.
Fantastic. Alright, I think there's one thing left to do, and that's to eat it.
Let's get stuck in. So here we have it, the Baking Bad burger. So David showed you how to make this, so I'm going to show you how to eat it. Let's give it a go.
How's it taste?
Delicious.
Alright, well whilst you've got a mouthful and she can't say anything, I'm just going to say thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you to everyone who subscribed, and leave a comment. Let us know what you'd like to see us cook, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.